Okay guys, so now we're working into transitions. We want to know how to get the foot on hip guard. So first one is standing. So John and I are standing up. And I want to get my grips. Whatever hand I'm grabbing, I want to put a foot on that side. Okay? I would try to avoid this if you can. Sometimes you're going to want to do this. When you start pulling De La Riva guard, it's a little bit better for some people to go this way. But the downside is John can now grab this leg very easily. Okay? And possibly take me down. If we're looking for points, if I pull guard and he grabs my foot, he gets 2 points, even though I'm the one that pulled guard. Okay? So likely if John's grabbing me, he has this foot in front. He's not going to stand, very square to me. I want this foot to go to his hip, and like I was talking about with the posture, we need to have good tension. So I have my grip. As soon as that foot goes in, I'm pulling, and then there, I want him to step, whether it's to hook his leg or whatever it is. I want to get a good, I want to keep him off balance a little bit. I want him to make an adjustment step if I can. So I don't want to step straight backwards because that's easy for him to defend. I want to step and arc a little bit to the side. So when I get my grip with John here, and I got that sleeve grip, I'm going to step this foot onto his hip and I'll spin out this way. Okay. Now, this is getting me into a good position. John had to step and I'm already starting to attack his arm. So I want him to worry about his balance. So turning to the side is important. Getting that proper foot on the hip is a little bit easier. If John is grabbing my collar with his right hand, this foot should be in front. Okay, it should not be this way. That's more of a judo thing. This is a judo lesson. Judo people don't do this. Power side, power leg. They're not going to crisscross. Okay, it's awkward for the torso. Jiu-jitsu people will break those rules because they don't have that understanding of judo sometimes. So they might go crisscross, but this makes them weak. So you should be really kind of shaking people around in that case. So this is what they should be doing. When John has this foot in front, this one has more of a pocket, that angle here to put my foot in, than this back leg. This back leg's a little straighter. When people try to put their foot on the back leg, it's a little easier to shuck it off the hip. So watch out for that. Next, going from guard. So just straight from close guard. So first thing is grips. Ideally, I don't want John to have his, so I want to try and break this grip if I can. And I want to collar grip as high as comfortable, but the higher I go, the more aware John is going to be of my grip, and more likely he should be trying to break this grip right away. So that's kind of a bit of an issue. If I grab a little bit lower, right at the collarbone, I like that as a sweet spot because it's nice for some chokes. This seems to be pretty good. Now, when I open my guard, try to avoid this, putting that foot on the floor to get that knee in. It'd be great if you can squeeze your knees together, turn onto your side and put that knee in, and open it up from the hip, and then you can slide this one up, or you can slide it in. It's up to you. I prefer foot on the outside. I like having the arm in the middle, but that's gonna be a little bit of preference. Some people like this grip and then start switching to like a spider guard kind of position. So again, when you have that guard, don't put the foot on the floor. Get a nice grip, squeeze your knees a bit, and now watch my big toe here. I'm gonna turn it in. And that's gonna help me pull or get onto my side. Now my knee comes in. I'm pulling with this hand, so I'm not doing this. As soon as my guard opens, John's job should be to get his elbows in front of his hips right away. And now that's gonna be a huge problem because obviously he's gonna go 2 hands under. So to stop that or to help with that, if I can pull with this hand, it'll keep that pocket open, and this leg is gonna go underneath this elbow best I can to stretch it out. Now this is nice to slide up. Try to avoid big arcing motions. Try to slide up his body. Okay, so now you get into a nice foot on hip position from close guard. From butterfly guard, we're gonna get John moving around a little bit. So in butterfly guard, I should have my underhooks, or if I'm flat, I need to get to my underhooks and then sit up. So if I'm right here, good, I got my underhooks, pull John forward, I push him away, and then I'm gonna go the foot on hip guard right away. Now if he stands, he stands, maybe he goes back onto his knees. So again, I'm flat, his head's down, good, head's down. I pull him forward, kick him away, and I'm going right to my grips and feet on hips, okay? From half guard, similar idea, we were talking about half guard, whoops, keeping that knee in. Foot on hip guard works great from the half guard. You can just get that knee shield, okay? Get your grips, push on that leg to pull your other leg out, okay? Sometimes they might sit on your ankle a little bit, so it might be a little push, knee comes in, and now my foot is on his foot, but I can slide it up. So turn to the side a bit. So my foot is sitting between his leg and his calf and his hamstring. Okay, so when I push, I'm going to try and pull best I can, but I won't be able to stop him, so I can just bring my knee up. There. This is a sweep almost in itself. My foot goes here, and then onto the other hip. Break the grips and look for the lapel if you like going for the lapel, or keep it on the sleeves. For De La Riva guard. So if John's standing, a little easier to start getting your De La Rivas from here. I'm here. John starts trying to break this grip I have by pushing his knee into my leg. Oops. And when he pushes his knee into my thigh, or my hamstring, my leg's gonna want to come off. As soon as that happens, I have to realize it's happening, and I push with that other leg to spin underneath. So now I can get to my De La Riva position where they're going low or high with it, okay, or in, or on this side. So if we switch sides so you can see the other part. Foot on hip guard. Okay. John's bringing this knee in to try and break that foot off. There, I push with my right foot, spin, and hook comes in. Then I'm gonna go here and grab the foot. So if I'm looking for De La Riva guard, that's great, or looking to go in behind, that's great, okay? And X guard. Got a couple more here. We'll go from standing X guard. Some of the positions you'll see, like going De La Riva when the guy's kneeling on the floor, isn't going to be very useful. But from here, from X guard, I'm looking to try and give a little bit of a pull and to keep that leg through. Okay, this one's definitely going to be a little challenging to do it slow when you're standing, but I want to get underneath this leg, and I need this leg underneath his leg. So I'm going to push, hook. There's tension here. I got to be careful. Now I'm going to pull and go underneath. As soon as I go underneath, this shin's kicking him that way. Okay, because he's right here on my bicep. I don't want this. I want him up on my neck. So it's right here. This foot kicks in, and I kick him that way. This is going to be much easier for me to off balance John. Okay? And lastly, you got foot on hip guard, going to John's on his knees. It could be standing too. Going to leg lasso. If John's here, here, and he's grabbing my pants, you can go both knees. That's fine. Okay. I want to break these grips, so I'm going to get push with this leg, kick this leg off to the side to break that grip, and bring that foot in for the leg lasso. Same thing if he's standing. If he's standing and he's grabbing my pants, this is a problem because he's starting to nullify what I'm doing. So I push with my right foot, left leg goes off to the side, break that grip, and then foot comes in for your leg lasso. Okay, you're gonna find foot on hip guard's gonna have a lot of like that's for sure not everything. That's just a bunch of stuff. But it's going to have a lot of variety, and it's going to be depending on what you like, and your attributes and your partner and their skill set. So it's a little bit of an idea of what you can do on going to foot on hip guard and going from foot on hip guard to another position.